All children are not created equal, but all children deserve the equal opportunity to learn. Our free public education system is based on this philosophy and dates to the founding of our nation. All children include those with disabilities or special needs. Their disability may be mental or physical. Some children who attend our schools have multiple disabilities. No matter what the disability, our duty and obligation is to help these children realize their maximum potential. About 1 out of every 10 children have some type of disability. In Kern County, this amounts to more than 16,000 school-aged children. These disabilities include autism, learning disabilities, deaf or hard of hearing, physical, blind or vision impaired, speech or language, orthopedic, developmental delays, mental retardation, emotional, traumatic brain injury. Some children are born with a disability. For others, the disability is a result of illness or injury. The disability can be a minor hearing or speech impairment which individual therapy can correct, while the student attends regular classes. Others have disabilities so severe they are unable to communicate thirst, hunger, or control bodily functions. These children require special programs to meet their educational needs as required by federal and state law. It is the duty and responsibility of public education to serve and accommodate these children. Because the type and degree of disability varies from child to child, each receives an individual education program, or IEP. The IEP is prepared in concert with the child's parents or caregiver. The IEP specifies goals and services the child requires, including education, transportation, and medical issues.
From the moment that we determine that a child can benefit some services that we provide, parents are an integral part of that. Nothing is decided for a child without the explicit input of a parent, and also of the professionals that can determine what educational strategies are best for the child, what program might be best for the child, and that's determined in an individualized educational plan, and the IEP team makes those decisions yearly, every other month, every 2 weeks. It really depends on the need of the child, but parents are always there and should always be there. They are their best advocates for their children.
Many children must receive medication during school hours. Others may wear a medical device such as a tube to help them breathe. Still others come to class with the help of orthopedic devices. Nurses and other professionals often must respond to a student experiencing a seizure or other medical emergency. A student's transportation requirements are addressed before the child begins school, and it must be reassessed on a regular basis along with the child's classroom goals. Transporting these special students involves much more than simply picking up and dropping them off at the bus stop. These children require special handling. Some students are confined to a wheelchair. Others need assistance boarding and exiting the school bus. And all require constant supervision to ensure student and driver safety. Getting children to these classes is achieved through a complex transportation network, one that delivers students to 125 different school sites. For an inside look at our student transportation, let's take a ride and see how we get students from home to school and then back home. Transporting special education students is far different from the traditional school bus ride. Because of their disability and need for constant supervision, students are picked up and delivered at their home. This service takes place every school day unless weather forces a school delay or closure. Our buses leave our transportation center long before sunrise. For routes outside the Bakersfield metro area, it's not uncommon for drivers to be on the road prior to 5 a.m. Our drivers are well trained and encouraged to develop regular communication with parents or caregivers. Among those who meet the bus is Jeannie Forcello, whose daughter attends class in Bakersfield. Like our bus driver, Jeannie is up before dawn to prepare Danielle for school. For Jeannie and husband Mark, raising Danielle has meant adopting a simple philosophy of teamwork.
One of the keys was being together. That helped a great deal. And at times, we didn't want to be together quite so much, and other times a little more. But as a one-person job, it's almost an impossibility. And there really wasn't a secret other than the fact that you just dealt with it. She tipped her water over. Okay, let's clean it up. Now we need to go here. Now let's do that. It was just one thing. You just take one step forward and go to the next thing, and then go to the next thing, and go to the next thing.
You have to learn to adjust, and patience, lots of patience.
Because special needs students require continued supervision, many buses have aides on board. Aides are trained to address an emergency, assist children boarding and departing the bus, and handle behavior issues that might surface. Our buses are equipped with seat belts to maintain student control and safety. Our aides keep the bus driver free of distractions while they navigate through traffic in varying weather and terrain. Before they transport their first student, our bus drivers receive more than 40 hours of classroom and behind-the-wheel training. This includes first aid. In addition, all bus drivers must receive 10 hours of refresher training each year. Drivers also receive safety training updates every month. Classes for many students with severe disabilities are offered through a consortium of local school districts administered by the Kern County Superintendent of Schools. Other classes are offered at the student's school district of residence. Often it is more efficient to combine students with like disabilities from several school districts into a single class. This allows educators to identify teachers knowledgeable and skilled in a specific disability. Special education teachers are in high demand, and the hiring pool is extremely small. Combining students with like disabilities from several school districts helps maximize this limited talent pool. Special education classes are smaller than the traditional school classroom. That's because many students require considerable one-on-one attention. Most special education classrooms include at least one aide. The aide assists the teacher and helps supervise the children. The severity of the child's disability helps determine how many classroom aides are required. Our smallest classes contain 6 to 8 students who, because of students' degree of disability, require constant supervision and assistance. In classrooms where children are more independent and not orthopedically impaired, there are more students. In some classrooms, students require special assistance. Some students' mobility skills are so limited that they must be fed and toileted. A special education classroom staff must perform many tasks that take place in the home, in addition to teaching the student. Classroom instruction varies depending on the student's cognitive or learning abilities. Some students attend the regular classroom. Their instruction may be augmented with speech therapy, signing, or Braille instruction and translation. Others receive life skills training to help them function more independently in the home and community. The child's instruction includes roles for the parent or caregiver. Adults outside the classroom can help reinforce what the child is taught in school. This is particularly critical with basic life skills in addition to instructional support. Teaching these special students requires time and patience. Long absences from the classroom, such as summer break, can impede a student's learning. For this reason, summer sessions are offered. A summer session reduces time away from class, improves student progress, and reinforces what they are taught. Whether a child participates in the summer session is decided by the parent or caregiver. No parent plans to give birth to a child with a disability, and being born with a disability doesn't mean a child won't have a productive life, particularly if parents and caregivers are involved early in the child's education. Early intervention helps children deal with their disability before they begin kindergarten. Your superintendent of schools operates an extensive early intervention program for preschool-age children. The Claude W. Richardson Child Development Center offers services to those children before they reach their first birthday. This instruction continues until they enter kindergarten. Experience demonstrates time and time again that early intervention helps children be ready to learn when they begin school. This preschool training often involves speech and language services for children with developmental delays. Research and frontline experience finds that early intervention provides an important bridge that allows many children with developmental delays to transition into regular kindergarten. While some students are limited due to the severity of their disability, ultimately others move into productive employment, live independently, and pay taxes when they enter adulthood. Others participate in adult programs once they leave school. As educators, we view special education as a partnership. We know the student spends more time at home than in the classroom. That's why it's critical that educators, parents, or caregivers work together to help these students advance.
We are public educators, and these are just other children that need some different things. We need to continue to remember that these are children in a community and do the things that we can do to make sure that they can fully participate in their community.
The societal changes over the last 10 or 15 years have been dramatic almost, where we've gone from almost a stigma to now more or less pretty much accepted. You know, it's just a different behavior. You treat them about the same, interact with them a little bit, and things will go all right.
In America, a free education means opening our classrooms to all students, no matter what their social or economic background or disability. That's our charge. That's our responsibility. Kern County was a pioneer in providing special education services long before state and federal laws mandated it. But even without legislation, we would serve these students because it's the right thing to do.